in the perfect body are the unit of the sense of smell, that is, its active aspect breath is, together with the passive aspect form, advanced to be the breath form of the perfect body. Taste is advanced to the degree of smell. Hearing is advanced to the degree of taste. Sight is advanced to the degree of hearing. And the unit of the organ of the eye is advanced to be the sense of sight. These four advanced sense units are to act as intermediaries between outside nature and the perfect body. The control and maintenance of that body would be by means of the breath form, and the doer of the triune self would keep the body in balance, and the doer, in addition, would be active in administering effects of the human world. Okay. The triune self
clear
would
to
then
everyone. See, please create a picture. No, please create a picture. Please create a picture of your own body being constructed by the nature elements, the breath, etc. Because this deals with our anatomy from a spiritual perspective. Yeah. Ratna ma'am, you are saying something?
No, I said we are in chapter 3, not chapter 2. Chapter 3:11 is what we have to read. Didn't we finish the chapter?
Yeah, this is chapter 3. I have marked it as chapter 2.
No. This is chapter 2. Yes, this is part of chapter 2.
Okay. Then I might have missed out
the purpose of plan. Yeah, the purpose plan of universe is chapter 2.
No, this is all the universe, plan of the universe only.
No, we're supposed to read. Hold 1 second. Chapter 3 is the law of thought. Remember we
have finished the law of thought, no?
No, yeah, we finished this.
No, law of thought in operation religious ka, na? We have not started chapter 4.
That's where we just finished the religion part.
Yeah, we supposed to be at
so we are reading the right one only, correct?
No,
don't forget, don't look at the title.
No, even then, like the chapter 11, that's the 11 in law of thought is the innate faith in justice. That is what we're supposed to read, I think. Isn't it? Yes, that's the one.
Is that so?
We finished the religion and
all yeah. That is why I was also struggling.
Last week
I think you are right, man.
Yes.
I think now, one second. I think now I know. Yeah, this is where somewhere here we had stopped.
Be free to go outside whenever he.
One second.
We finished until 11.
Pardon?
We finished until 11.
Correct. Thank you. That's where I was confused. Yeah.
So we have to go through the need of religions, the moral code?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, actually we finished that, ma'am. But if you want to repeat, that's totally fine. But we did finish that as well.
Okay. We can just go through this last one. The need of religion.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. Let us start with the warmth.
Okay. The wrath of God, the destiny of humanity. The thoughts of one life which have not been adjusted are carried over by the doer to the next life and to the next, and from one civilization to another until they are adjusted. Families, tribes, cities, nations, civilizations, and the whole of humanity have their destiny. The presence of the destiny of humanity is one of the sources from which comes the feeling of assurance that justice rules the world. The other source is the idea of justice. Okay, let's go down one more. Yeah. This idea is inherent in the order of every human, and because of it, man fears the wrath of God and asks for mercy.
So here, what is he saying? The thoughts of one life which have not been adjusted are carried over by the doer to the next life. This is more like, for those who are doing spiritual tablets, this is more like the major mistakes that we commit from the plan that we have chosen. Okay. And for others, this is basically to understand that some of the exercises that we choose as lessons in our life are so vast that we will not be able to complete them in one given lifetime. Okay?
Then why are they chosen? When
Because you
in
need to
our-
learn 360 degrees of every problem, every challenge that you pick up. You need to know 360 degrees.
So when we are planning, when we do the soul plan, then won't anyone suggest that this is not possible to make it easier?
They do,
I mean, to
they
go
do,
for
but
soul.
then, see, there are three things. 50% of your life plan is from your new lessons to be learned.
Okay.
50% is from the past.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
the incomplete that you call destiny, karma, whatever you want to call. But they are all lessons. Okay, now when you take the journey of life, you have one more entity that is added to you, which you call free will.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I was thinking, that we made a soul plan, but then we have free will and we decided it's too hard. I don't want to do it anymore.
Yes.
Everything
Right?
gets
Yes.
chopper.
So
Okay.
that's where the free will.
Right.
then-
Now,
Okay.
this poor fellow whom we call free will has got, he is either controlled by the body mind or the intellectual mind.
Okay.
Because we have to contend with 7 minds. Every part of the body has got a mind of its own. So, knowing mind, thinking mind, doing mind, feeling mind. So, these kind of minds are there which influence us.
Okay.
Right? Now, when you are under the control of the body mind, you start deciding based on your ego, etc. Your desire is controlling you.
Okay. Oh, because body
Yeah.
mind. Okay.
Correct. Right? Then
Okay.
that's the problem. So that plays a major role in terms of what you will do, how you will act, etc.
Also, the free will is
Yes.
okay, is the major problem. Okay, got it. Thank you.
And Sheila ma'am, you had raised your hand. You wanted to ask a question.
No. I had a similar question few weeks back, and I don't know it. You might be able to correct me. Like Dolores Cannon or the Robert Schwartz, they had said the soul, when it's making its plan, the masters try to warn them. The soul, from the soul side, for us it's like, oh my God, 70 years is a long period. From the soul side, it's very quick. They say, it's, I'll just go to the earth, finish my lessons and come back. So they keep adding to their plate. Like, oh,
Correct.
I'll be a handicapped, I'll be mentally retarded, I will be this, because they're trying to finish as many karmas as possible. Like, then the higher masters, they warn, are you sure this is a lot in your plate? Like, and the soul says, no, I will do it. But still, like you said, the free will, where they will have 3 or 4 blueprints, where the soul comes on the earth when they really cannot handle it. That's when they say every night we go, we actually meet our higher selves, and we actually redo our contract. Sometimes you suddenly feel that some things have changed for you,
Yeah,
but
you
sometimes
can
you
change the
feel
contract also.
change it.
You can change.
But
Yes.
at the same time, it's not gone. It's like, okay, for now, it's like
Incomplete
postpone,
lesson.
you know.
No, it's
Earlier.
basically incomplete lesson.
Yes. So you will eventually have to do it. Either this life or next life, you have to come back to do it.
Yeah,
So
but then
we
only
suck it
word
up
of
and get it
caution.
done now. We
Yeah,
suck it
no,
up
no.
and get it done now.
No, it is
Question.
better done now, because if it is going to
Yeah.
the next life, it is going to be with the compound interest.
Yes, we don't know if we are going to have this easy, or we don't know if we'll be in
No, no,
spiritual life.
it
where
will
we
be
have to
complex. It will
Yes.
be complex. Yeah.
Yes. So
Ranjana, you were saying something.
Yes.
yeah.
You know, I was saying, so how does the soul change its contract?
So
By
every
virtue of its
night you
free
do
will.
astral travel. Yeah.
No, by virtue of your free will. You decide, I am not going to do this.
Okay. And then that changes the
I will
contract?
not give my March exams, I will give my September exams types.
Oh, okay, that way. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
ma'am, let's continue.
Okay. The wrath of God is the accumulation of wrong actions, which, like a nemesis, pursues ready to overtake as soon as the conditions are ripe. This feeling of the destiny of humanity is shared by all its members. It causes mankind to try to propitiate some unseen being and is made one of the foundations of religion. So this is how, this feeling of the destiny of humanity is shared by all its members. It causes mankind to try to propitiate some unseen being and is made one of the foundations of religion. Okay. The mercy which man seeks is likewise a source of religion. He seeks it that he may have his just deserts removed. Removal is impossible, but the pressure of one's thoughts towards the exteriorization may be held back for a time until the suppliant for the mercy is able to meet the exteriorizations of his thoughts. Mercy is asked.
So we need to always remember that this is unavoidable. It will happen.
Whether you believe in God or not.
Yeah, and then there are three streams that decide when it will happen. What are the three streams?
The time, place, and aim.
Exactly. So these are absolutely necessary for these to manifest.
So what is this? He says the removal is impossible, but the pressure of one's thoughts towards the exteriorization may be held back for a time until the
pressure, that means that's precisely what I am saying.
Okay.
You can vary one of these parameters to see when it will manifest. But manifestation you are not going to change. You cannot undo the manifestation.
I see. Okay. So mercy is like a suppliant. It adds.
Correct.
Okay.
You can only vary the duration.
Maybe
but you cannot completely undo what has been done. Yeah.
Okay. So mercy is asked by those who feel themselves too weak, or who are too fearful, or too selfish to let the law be fulfilled.
Correct. So law of thought, what they are doing is they are trying to say that there is some power outside.
Yes, they're not, they don't have belief in their own.
Correct.
The innate faith in justice, besides the fear of the wrath or vengeance of God, and in addition to the desire for mercy, there is in man a faith that somewhere in the world, notwithstanding all the seeming injustice, there is, though unseen and not understood, adjustment and justice. So because of this,
in this word God, we say that somewhere there is some power which will deliver justice.
Yes, because they see this, all this injustice outside the world. And okay, yeah. Okay, this inherent faith in justice is self-existent in the doer of man.
Correct.
It blossomed when the AIA was raised to be a triune self. Okay. But to evoke this faith, it requires some crisis in which man is thrown upon himself by the seeming injustice of others. So it needs to evoke this faith, he says it requires some crisis in man. He is
Correct.
thrown upon
No,
himself by the
see,
seeming injustice of
we
others.
call it crisis, but actually it is nothing but
The three coming into, yeah.
exactly. No, those three are coming. That is in
Yes.
terms of exteriorization. But the
Yes.
three that we need to remember is our purpose in life is lesson, talent, and goal.
Yes.
So that will decide.
Yeah, that's why he say it blossomed when the
Ah.
AIA was raised to be triune self. That means that from nature side, it has to come to
Correct.
triune self, yeah, and blossom. So the faith in justice is part of the intuition of immortality, which persists in the heart of man despite his agnosticism and materialism and adverse conditions which harden him. The intuition of immortality is the underlying knowledge that the doer comes into being in the eternal, not in time, that it has fallen into time, that man is able to live and will live through the seeming injustice that is imposed upon him, and that he will live to right the wrongs which he has done. So he will live through the right and wrong. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
The idea of justice innate in the heart of man is the one thing which saves him from clinging for the favor of a wrathful God. The idea of justice causes a man to look fearlessly into another's eye, even though he may be conscious that he must suffer for a wrong he has done. The fear of the wrath and vengeance of God, the desire for mercy, faith in the eternal justice of things, these are evidences of the doer's recognition of the destiny of humanity.
So all these, the fear through the belief that it will come out, the faith and all, what he is saying is, those are the doer's recognition. The doer, not the body mind.
Yeah.
So then, what is he trying to say in this, Chandragaru?
No. Basically, what he's saying that there is nothing like wrath. All these are compensations that you have to undergo.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what is the strength on the basis of why this justice will happen? He is saying that this justice is because of his faith.
Okay.
Okay. The justice saying that he has faith. But all these faith-related items are what belongs to the doer in the body. When is the doer in the body? When the soul enters the body.
Okay.
So these are all the characteristics of this fellow, this doer in the body. That's what he's ending it with.
Right, but
are evidences of doers' recognition of destiny of humanity.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. The story of original sin. The story of original sin is not without basis. It is a fable which conceals some true traditions. That is like a story. It conceals that.
Yeah.
One of these has to do with the procreation of the bodies of human beings. Many events are covered by this mythology. The doers who were affected by the events feel a truth under the story of original sin. The details of the story are in some ways related to the original events, but are twisted, inaccurate, and childish. Nevertheless,
so what religion has done is it has twisted them.
Yes, it changed from
Yeah.
the Old Testament to New Testament. Nevertheless, the story has power because doers are conscious of truths which are concealed in it. So as long as the doers are conscious of the truth, then they will come out of it. The naive story covers a history of disquieting results. The use of the procreative power was the original sin. The result following the procreative act was to give to the human race the tendency to unlawful procreation. And this tendency was one of the means of bringing on ignorance and death in the world. The penalty of the original sin of the doers is that they are now dominated by that which they originally refused to govern. When they could govern, they would not.
Basically, the story goes of Adam Eve, right?
Yes.
Right. Adam and Eve, they ate the forbidden fruit.
Apple. Yeah.
And they had to fall.
Yes.
Right. Now, that is where he's saying, when they did that, that is the original fall. That is the original sin. Okay. And thereafter, in order to learn their lessons, they had to go through this process.
So
Right.
is he focusing on Christianity in this book, or
No.
are we assuming?
He is bringing in Bhagavad Gita, he is bringing all. Now, other religions don't have such a story. So he has taken that concept to explain how the church twisted matter, how the temples twisted matter, all that is his focus here.
Okay.
How they instilled fear.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah, ma'am, let's
Okay,
continue. The penalty?
Yeah, the penalty of the original sin of the doers is that they are now dominated by that which they originally refused to govern. When they could govern, they would not. Now that they would govern, they cannot.
So these are those qualities.
Yeah.
Okay, this is where they were supposed to use their discrimination of whether to eat a particular fruit or not. They were asked not to eat only one tree's fruit. But that is exactly where they failed. And they started this separation game. That is what it is in the end.
Because of the desire.
Correct.
One proof of that ancient sin is present with every human in the sorrow that follows an act of mad desire, which even against his reason, he is driven to commit. See, that mad desire is coming, every time. Another evidence is the existence on earth of what today is spoken of as the lower human races. This and other events which underlie the legend of original sin have consequences which reach the present day. They all come from times when doers knew right from the wrong and were therefore responsible. They all come from times when the doers knew right from wrong. So that means Viveka, and what it was there.
Yeah, but they were enlightened basically.
What's that?
Though they were enlightened, they behaved in a wrong way.
Yeah, even after knowing that, yes.
Correct.
They could not stand still, but had to go on or back one way or the other. They had to decide, and they gave in to the temptation of pleasure. See, that is the main thing. Temptation of pleasure. They now give way to sensation and assent to their desires. They look into darkness rather than into the light. Their destiny has followed them through the ages. It has led them deeper into wrong until now the degree of doers in human bodies is that of sense-bound doers. Their feelings and desires are ruled and enfeebled by sensations, and the light of intelligence is obscured in them. They are dimly conscious of events for which they were responsible. This is one of the reasons why the doctrine of original sin has found a response in the hearts of so many. So they
It
led
is because of
wrong.
this theory, right?
Yeah.
Because of this particular manifestation of
Mhm.
leading one deeper into the wrong,
Yes.
seeking the pleasures of sense,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
And being under the influence of sense
Mhm.
is what moved them away from light.
Yes. And that's why it is obscured because
Yeah.
of the sensations.
Correct,
Yeah.
correct.
See, that is
But
why
the
he
origin
says,
of the story.
yeah, that is why he says this is one of the reasons why the doctrine of original sin has found a response in the hearts of so many.
Correct.
But origin of the story of original sin was when the doer in its perfect body was in the realm of permanence. There, in the trial test for bringing its feeling and desire into the balance union, it failed. See, original one was at the realm of permanence level.
Correct.
Yeah. Therefore, it came into this world of birth and death, and it periodically re-exists in a man body or in a woman body. So it keeps failing and coming into this in a human body. The
Correct.
moral code in religions. Let's go down one more page. Okay. The unit, which is now the triune self of the doer in the body, was once a primordial unit in nature, and later it progressed through all stages in a perfect body in the realm of permanence before its doer fell and came into a human body in this human world of change. That is, it functioned in all parts and systems of the perfect nature university machine, the perfect body. So before it failed, it functioned in all parts and systems of the perfect nature university machine, the perfect
Correct.
body. Thus, it functioned successively as the organ unit of each of the organs in each of the four systems of that perfect body. Then it became the manager of each system in the succession, and at the same time functioned as and was one of the four senses. Eventually, the unit became the breath form, and as breath form, it managed the four systems and the body as a whole. The breath form unit became.
Read this slowly again. This
Okay.
entire thing. I think
Okay.
this
The
right
unit
from because there are some important points here.
Yeah. The unit, which is now the triune self of the doer in the body, was once a primordial unit in nature, and later
Okay.
it progressed through all stages in a perfect body in the realm of permanence before its doer fell and came into a human body in this human world of change. That is, it functioned in all parts of the systems of the perfect nature university machine, the perfect body. Okay. Thus, it functions successively as the organ unit of each of the organs in each of the four systems of that perfect body.
No. Here.
Yeah.
As the organ unit of each of the organs in each of the four systems. What are the four systems? Your digestive, respiratory,
Circulatory.
generative, and
Circulatory.
right? That means the units of the organs of these four systems. What are the organs? The organs of these four systems, which is your pituitary gland. No, it has gone up to the gland level.
Oh, glandular level. I see. Okay.
Yes. It has functioned as chakras. It has functioned as every single entity, it has played a role.
Okay.
At a unit level.
Okay.
And every unit has progressed to become the complete unit. Okay. Yeah. That point I wanted to make. Yeah. Then it became
Yeah, the manager of each system in succession.
That means it became the main organ for that particular system. Like heart, circulatory, respiratory, lungs. That way it became that organ. So he is actually reiterating that Joe Dispenza's cycle.
Finally,
Yeah.
see, those particular cells, they became one particular system. The organs became the systems.
And at
then
the same time, function as and was one of the four senses.
Yes. So they are connected at those again to the
exactly. Yes.
force.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Beautiful.
Eventually,
Eventually,
the unit became the breath form, and as breath form, it managed the four systems and the body as a whole.
Correct. So it became the chi energy. Effectively.
Prana.
Yeah.
The breath form unit became the AIA. So that is when completely it progressed into the triune self.
Correct.
Finally, because of the guidance and the light of its intelligence, the AIA in turn became a triune self, the triune self of intelligence, which had previously been a triune self. So that means it progressed from triune self to intelligence.
No, from unit it has gone through the entire
cycles. Nature unit.
Okay.
From nature unit side to intelligence side.
Right.
The triune self is not nature, but it progressed through the advanced beyond nature. See, it is not nature, but it progressed through and advanced beyond nature.
Correct.
The triune self is not an intelligence, but it is always within the sphere of intelligence, and the light of intelligence is in it. So he is saying the light of intelligence, as it progressed more, the light of intelligence is more and more in it.
Correct.
The four senses are the roots of nature in or around the doer now in the human body. So these are the roots, he's saying, roots of nature. The four senses, because of that we are connected. The four senses are the roots of nature in or around the doer now in the human body. Nature draws nourishment from the doer in the body, and the doer gets experience from nature. This exchange is made possible by the light of intelligence, which is with the triune self, not with the nature. Okay, this exchange is only possible because of the light of intelligence in the triune self. The voice or pull of nature is experienced as a feeling, a longing. So the voice or pull of nature is it only experienced as a feeling or longing. The doer responds by worship.
No. What he is saying is the voice or pull of nature is experienced as a feeling, a longing. Now, longing is the other side of desire, which is again feeling.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
The doer responds by worship and belief and fashions for itself gods out of nature. Yeah. So that leads him to worship outside gods.
Correct.
That feeling and longing. The reason that nature gods desire worship from the doer in a human is that this is the only way by which they can receive the light of an intelligence. Only
so
through
if the human doesn't consider,
worship,
they don't get any light. They don't get any recognition.
Yes, only through human worship. Yes. Religions exist because there is this tie or pull of nature on the doer, and triune selves use this relation for the development and education of their doers. Religions are allowed by triune selves for the purpose of letting their doers learn the law of thought as destiny. So that is why it allows. Religions are allowed by triune selves for the purpose of letting their doers learn the law of thought as destiny, though the teaching is not under that name. Simple teachings only can be received by childish doers. Therefore, the doers have been allowed to believe that their God is the administrator of justice according to a moral code, and that he speaks to them through their conscience. The code of morals is furnished by triune selves, and by means of that code, responsibility of the doer is developed. The doer, because it is tied to nature, readily credits to its nature God more than is due. Okay, he gives more credit to nature gods, outside God. The nature gods, dependent as they are upon worship for their nourishment and existence, wish to figure as the supreme lords of justice. Priests also take advantage of the needs and sentiments of the doers. So the moral code is given by triune selves is for ecclesiastical purposes, supplemented by theological doctrines and ceremonial homage, and is used by the gods and their priests to keep doers in subjection.
That
As
means
the
basically
doer,
in order to rule over the public.
yes, the priests also
Yeah.
take advantage. As the doer advances, it begins to inquire. Okay, as the doer advances, it begins to inquire. The arbitrary and quite human injustice shown in the management of worldly affairs may bring about disbelief, agnosticism, and atheism, but only for a time. During such a period of transition, the rulers of the world seems to be blind chance and fortune, and the explanation of everything that is unusual, unrelated, and unexpected is that it happened as an accident. So, doers pass through the various stages of belief. They believe that man is born without having made his own destiny, that he has but one life on earth in which he sees justice unequally meted out, that man is born in sin, that he may be saved from the consequences of his faults by vicarious atonement, since he has no moral responsibility, that all depends upon the arbitrary will of God. Not everything is the result of chance and accident. This is how Christianity, not in,
Correct.
they believe. These doctrines are contrary to reason. In time, men will see that these credulously accepted beliefs are not valid objections to the law of thought when they understand the whole plan of the development of the doer with all its unity, simplicity, analogies, and interrelations.
So, this completes the impact of religion on and our belief system.
Oh, okay. This chapter is done on the religion.
Correct,
Okay.
correct. Now we go to the next chapter, which is your imagination and your belief. Basically, what he is talking of here, chapter 3 is, chapter 4 is how this thought goes into operation. I don't know how many of you have gone through the PDF pages that I have sent you. Has anyone opened them? Those diagrams.
Oh, no, I could not open it. No.
That entire flowcharts I have sent pertaining to this chapter and the next chapter.
Oh, okay. I think I need to open. No, I didn't see.
How the units become a human body, how the physical world is organized, that entire set. If I remember, I had sent it.
Yeah, I think it's like a month ago or 2 months ago.
No, 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I had sent the HTML file saying, please open it using your browser.
Oh, okay.
That is for the chapter 2, isn't it?
Yeah,
I called it chapter 2, but it is more than chapter 2.
You said it won't open on phones. You have to.
Yeah.
I remember that, but I did not open yet. Yes, on computer, on a regular computer, it opens, not on laptop.
Yeah. No, iPad also you can open it if you have a full-fledged browser.
Oh, okay. But on my, yeah, Apple, we cannot.
Apple phones, I told you, no, my opinion.
Yeah.
Again, I repeat, it will become an adage. Yeah.
Okay.
So now, how does this, basically what is he saying is, what we are going to cover now, okay. This was, what we covered is, what are the objections to the law of thought and why?
Okay.
Okay, now we are going to work on what is the law of thought, how does it operate, and then how this law of thought, which is destiny, goes through physical destiny, psychic destiny, noetic destiny, mental destiny. Right.
Hmm.
So now we are in the law of thought and how does it operate? Okay. So what is he talking about? In order to taking us through the journey, he is talking about matter units, not nature units, but matter units. What is the difference between the two?
Nature units and matter units.
Matter.
Correct.
Matter descended from light to the, into the physical matter, from light form, form, light world, form world,
No,
like
matter is the combined unit of air, fire, water, and
oh yeah,
so
all nature
that
units.
is matter unit.
Oh, okay. So all the together.
When it is nature as an element, it
They
is
separate.
nature
separate.
unit. As elemental, it is matter unit.
Okay. Elemental in the sense that they are by itself, they're not combined.
They are the elements that make
Yeah.
up the periodic table.
Right. Yes, yes. Yeah.
Okay. Then what is an intelligence? Then what is a triune self, a human being? What is the mind that is thinking, thoughts on subjects, and so on. He is building all the blocks to explain the law of thought in operation. How each one has that energy to influence our thinking process. That is what he is going to take us as a journey. Okay. We have 40 minutes, so we should be able to cover a few of them.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So let us start. So till now, everything is clear? Very good. That is the objective. Yeah, now let's get it.
Matter units into the physical world of the earth sphere reach the form, life, and light worlds, the sphere, light worlds, the sphere, which is one being. Okay, and through and around all of these are the spheres of water, air, and fire. Those are the elemental units. So into the physical world, the earth sphere reach the form, life, and light worlds. The sphere, earth sphere, and through and around all of these are the spheres of water, air, and fire.
So basically, what he's saying is, in the physical world of the earth
sphere, yeah,
earth sphere, reach the form, life, and light worlds. That is matter from there is reaching into this, and through and all round of all these are the spheres of water, air, and so much. That means basically it is all around that, surrounding all of those entities. So basically, what is the composition of these is what he is trying to explain. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go back.
Okay. The physical plane of the human physical world exists in 4 states of matter: the radiant, airy, fluid, and solid states.
Correct. Everyone is clear about it. What is our physical plane? Made up of components of, yeah.
Radiant, is it light, Chandra?
Yes, yes, fire.
Yeah, radiant or fire, light or fire, yes.
Correct.
Airy and fluid and solid. The solid state is in its radiant solid, airy solid, fluid solid, and solid substrates make up this visible physical universe. So whatever we see,
this
these
goes
are all-
back to our favorite diagram, the first page.
Yes. Yeah. Spheres, words, planes, states, substrates.
Correct, this one. Right? This, moving further into these.
Yes.
So you have these four, and the final one has got the physical state, has got the substrates. Okay? Let's proceed.
Okay, the fluid, airy, and radiant states of matter of the physical plane of the human physical world are invisible and are at present beyond the reach of the chemistry and physics. So only solid is visible. That's all by unit by itself. They're not visible. Only substrates are visible. In other words, all that is subjected to the investigation by the natural sciences is the solid state with its four substrates of the physical plane of the physical world, and that only in small part. However, the spheres and worlds, the light, life, and form planes, and the radiant, airy, and fluid states of matter of the physical plane reach into, affect, and are affected by those small portions of them which are in the solid state of the physical plane of the human physical world.
Sentence is long, but it is not complex. So what is he saying? The spheres, worlds, and light, life, and form planes. Right? And the radiant, airy, and fluid states. What is that? The full ones, not the substates. The full states of matter of the physical plane reach into or affect and are affected by those small portions of them which are in the solid state of the physical plane. What is the solid state of the physical plane? Which is composed of the substates.
Yes, substates.
That is what he is repeating again. There is no
Yeah.
complexity in this English. His English sentences are very powerful. When I say powerful, they are very heavy. They keep running into words and words and words. Don't get confused.
In this fourfold solid visible physical plane of the physical world are the earth crust and the moon, planets, sun, and stars, of which the fourfold physical body of man is a plan, pattern, or model, and a condensation.
Okay? Clear? So what is man? Man is, from this perspective, man is created by these fourfold solid visible physical, fourfold solid physical plane, right, of this earth crust. We have the earth, the moon, the planets, the sun and stars, which represent this human form. That means matter from all those entities make up this human body.
Okay,
In our first reading, I never got this kind of clarity.
Yeah, correct. Yes.
Right.
Because that's what Yad Brahmande Tat Pindande. Everything, whatever is outside in the universe.
No, we were able to make those statements without understanding.
Yes. Now we can correlate and understand it.
Yes.
So we are all connected in this way. The light, life, form, and physical planes referred to hereafter are those of the human physical world. The law of thoughts affect more immediately the matter and the beings functioning in that world. See, now onwards he says.
So now from here, what is the physical world?
Light world life world, form
On
world,
the
and
physical world, the light, life, and form and physical planes referred to hereafter are those of the human physical world. So, in the human physical world, this is what is available to us, visible to us. The law of thought affects more immediately the matter and beings functioning in this world.
yes,
So, whatever changes are going to be happening in the life, light, and form world is going to influence the life and structure of the human physical world. But, yeah,
see
there is
here
a
again,
but here.
but the whole plan is here recalled because eventually the law of thought affects the matter of the whole universe.
Right.
See,
This
that's
is the original design that is affected further by this one. So,
yeah.
now here, I could probably use the other diagram that I have drawn for some other explanation. This one.
Correct. Yes.
See, this is the human being, right? This
Yes.
entire structure.
No, he says not only the human body it affects the whole universe, he says.
Correct. So
Because
this
it's
side is universe, this side is what we are. Okay, this becomes us, right?
Mm.
And the atmosphere. Each of them has got its own atmosphere. So more likely, instead of this diagram, we may probably go to this diagram.
Yes. This is more
Okay.
appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the entire universe of which the humans may become conscious, all changes in degree in which nature matter is conscious must be accomplished during the passage of that matter through a human body. There it comes directly under the light of an intelligence or under reflected or diffused parts of that light. So we have to
Correct.
be conscious
Right.
eventually the nature
So let
matter.
us try to understand this one a little bit deeper. In the entire universe of which the human may become conscious, all changes in the entire universe of which the human may become conscious, okay, may become conscious, all changes in degrees in which the nature matter is conscious. That is how we become conscious. And all this consciousness, both of the human being as well as the nature matter
Also, yeah.
that is becoming conscious, must
Mhm.
be accomplished during the passage through of that matter through the human body. That means in the absence of the human body, progression is not possible. Okay? There is it comes directly under the light of an intelligence or under reflected or diffused part of that light. That means its manifestation journey needs unmanifested to manifested. The journey needs the human body acting as the sieve.
Yes, and basically that unmanifested to manifested means that experience.
Correct. One is experience, the visibility, the exteriorization, all of that calls for a human body. Okay.
Yeah, human body. Yes. The light of intelligence does not affect nature directly or by reflection, while nature as streams of transient units is passing through a human body, the doer, by thinking, disperses some of the light with the nature matter. So it goes through the human body, to the nature.
It goes through and its passage is impacted by the thought.
By thinking, yes. It disperses, by thinking, it disperses some of the light with the nature matter. The light which thus goes out stimulates the manifested side of nature matter and keeps nature going as instinct. Let's go down. As
Natural
instinct,
selection.
chemical reaction, and other manifestations of intelligence usually attributed to a god. So the nature actually, it works only through human thinking.
Correct.
Nature is here a name for matter, which is a manifestation of substance. The nature matter manifesting is fourfold in the four elements. Free units, which belongs to all spheres and worlds and have not formed a constituent part of a human body.
Okay, so here, now one second. Let us write the equivalent of these. Can I say?
Yeah.
Atoms. Yeah.
The basic units. Okay. Transient units, which are the materials used in building the physical body of man and of outside visible nature. Yeah. Cells are molecules. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next comes compositor units, which are or were units in a human body, catching and composing the transient units into form and visibility. See, these are probably the upper one is molecules and this one is cells.
No.
Organs. Okay. Okay. So it's an organs. Yeah.
Organs. So organs or environments like blood, do all those.
Okay. Yeah. So compositor units, which are
these are not complete organs, but yes, organs in the making, and these are
composing the transient units into
organs of.
And
these
sense
are
units
the organs of sense.
govern the four systems, the sense organs. The last one is sense organs, isn't it?
Okay,
yeah,
sense organs and then the systems also. Sense organs and systems.
Connected to systems.
Correct.
Next one, an intelligence. An intelligence is on the intelligent side of the universe and is a self-conscious unit of the eternal, acting in the spheres which may operate in the four worlds of the sphere of earth through the triune self to which it is related. Okay, let me read again. An intelligence is on the intelligent side of the universe, and it is a self-conscious unit of the eternal, acting in the spheres which may operate in the four worlds of the sphere of earth through the triune self to which it is related. An intelligence is immortal, individuated, has unbroken identity as an intelligence and never loses its knowledge of this identity.
So this becomes the triune self, which is the full complement of your soul.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, it has 7 inseparable faculties. So this intelligence, it has 7 inseparable faculties. What are the light, time, image, focus, dark, motive, and I am faculties, each faculty being forever a conscious witness to the unity of the 7.
Correct.
So so it has 7.
Let us go to this diagram once, if I am not.
Yeah, let us go to the diagram. Otherwise, it's comprehension is difficult.
This is what he said, right? 5C. Was that the diagram? Yeah, 5C.
5C.
The knower, thinker, and all that, though their components basically. Okay.
So here it says,
Image faculty, the manifested is image faculty, the unmanifested is dark faculty.
yeah,
Okay?
and time and
Time
motive.
faculty and motive faculty. They belong to the
Light.
third one, mental.
So basically, one side is light faculty, the other one is I am faculty.
Correct. Wisdom
That is-
versus ignorance.
Yeah, that is one is unlimited, one is limited.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. The light, time, image, focus, dark, motive, and I am faculties, each faculty being forever a conscious witness to the unity of the seven. An intelligence differs from the nature in that an intelligence is an ultimate unit which has passed through all departments and degrees as a nature unit, an AIA unit, a triune self unit, and as an intelligence, it has reached the ultimate degree of progression in being conscious, which a unit can attain. That is, it is conscious as an intelligence. So basically, he is explaining the progression.
Correct.
He is explaining.
Can we go back to that picture? I'm still confused in that.
So he is explaining the progression of a nature AIA unit into higher intelligence unit.
Correct.
What is this dark faculty, image faculty, all those things? Time.
Visibility versus
is-
non-visibility. This is the form world, right?
Mm.
Okay.
This
See,
is
as
form.
it is down to
See,
physical.
everything has got a manifested and unmanifested.
Yeah.
What you don't know is dark faculty. What you have exteriorized, experienced, stored, which is manifested, that is the image faculty. You have given it an image, a meaning, and all that.
Okay.
Okay? That is the difference between the two.
And what is the time and motive? At the thinker
See,
part.
here in the mind, mental faculty, you measure everything, you recognize things by means of time and motive. They are active components or units which are in the mental faculty.
Okay.
The environment that you call mental faculty
At the thinker
is
level.
correct.
Okay.
Okay.
The bottom round circle is at the doer, and the other one is thinker and the knower. Higher up you go, you are knower level.
See, basically visualize it like this. Okay. Now, the movement of light is this way, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I should take this. Okay, this is how light will move. Okay. These are the each sphere. This is light, life,
Air, water.
form,
Oh yeah,
and
light world.
physical.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Light world.
Now, so in other words, this is physical. This is
Psychic
shape. Yeah, psychic.
or image.
Okay.
Yeah.
Psychic, actually.
Psychic.
Psychic, mental, and radiant, right?
At the same time, even these are called mental. Yeah, radiant is
Life and
light world, form world.
Life
Correct.
and life.
So you have life. Sorry.
Life, yeah.
Life. Life. This is
Light,
Light.
yeah.
Yeah, light.
light. This is
Form world. And then
form.
physical is same.
Right. Now you read this and understand again. Right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
here you need focus. Here you need image. Here you need shape. Here you need the image. Here it is basically at the thought level, what will it be? It is either visible or not visible, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what has he done? This one, he has given time domain and he has given it time and dark.
Time and dark.
No, time and motive.
Motive, yes.
Okay. Here it is light and dark.
Yeah, correct.
And what has he given? Okay. He has called this no, light and iron. Okay. Because he has got the what focus and dark. Where is that focus and dark? Where has he given the focus and dark?
Bottom, physical.
Huh?
Physical, all the way at the bottom.
Yeah.
Focus
is always at the bottom.
Bottom.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So when you take a unit as a light unit, its intelligent state is I am. Are you clear? See, the division.
I am separate.
Yeah. So on this side, your division is units, nature units, right? These are all the nature units. Okay. So time faculty, when it has finished a cycle, it becomes a motive component. Are you clear?
From nature side, when it moves to body, doer side.
No. See, this is nature side. This is the intelligent side.
Oh, intelligence side. Sorry. Yeah, correct. Nature side to intelligence
so
side. Yes.
Here, both of them are together.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. When it comes to your psychic domain, it is sitting as an image. That image, when it has completed its complete cycle, it becomes a form. It has become, its density has increased to opacity. Okay. Right?
Yeah.
In the form plane, and then in the mental plane, the time factor becomes the motive factor.
Faculty, yes.
Okay. So
yeah.
that is the division. All of them together make up this entity. Let's go further. Yeah, where are we?
Yeah. And intelligence differs from nature in that an intelligence is an ultimate unit which has passed through all departments and degrees as a nature unit, and an AIA unit, a triune self unit, and as an intelligence, it has reached the ultimate degree of progression in being conscious, which a unit can attain. That is, it is conscious as an intelligence. All units in nature are conscious, but not conscious that they are conscious. Whereas an intelligence is conscious that it is conscious and knows that it is conscious as an intelligence. Between nature and an intelligence is that which is not nature matter, nor yet an intelligence. It is of intelligent matter. This is the triune self.
Okay, so triune self is made up of only intelligent matter.
Yes, even though, yes, he recognizes that even the body is made up of nature matter. Yes. A triune self, a human being, a triune self, a human being. A triune self is a self-knowing unit of the eternal and is to act in the four worlds of the earth sphere. So it is the eternal self-knowing unit. The triune self knows itself to be an eternal knower and thinker and doer as a triune self. Each of these three parts of a triune self has a double office. The offices of the knower are actively selfness or knowledge, and passively I-ness or identity. So this is important. It's further, always we go through this. The office of the knower are actively selfness or knowledge, and passively I-ness or identity. The offices of the thinker are actively reason and passively rightness. And the office of the doer are actively desire and passively feeling, and the duty of each office is to think. A portion of the doer operates periodically in the physical world while it is in a flesh body. While that portion is in a flesh body, its interests are on the physical plane of the physical world, and it is ignorant of itself as the doer. It is earthbound and is conscious only as a human being because it came only one of 12 portions of the doer. At the human stage, the law of thought has the aspect of adjustment as destiny. So at the human state, the law of thought has the aspect of adjustment as a destiny. At this
so
stage
whatever is the thought that is issued needs to be balanced. That is the statement.
Yes.
Yeah. Meena-ji, question.
So I was thinking, like, is our triune self is our higher, like, higher self, but
Yes,
but then we are talking about here, like in this para, it says that it's earthbound and the body is part of that. Then it's not, right?
No. See, your triune self, right, is basically nothing but knower, thinker,
doer.
Okay.
Doer also, like triune self is those three, but then higher self I thought is only knower and thinker.
Doer, because of the test, it breaks its 12 units as 11 by 12 plus 1 by 12. Okay.
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 So one of that becomes us, who is kind of forgotten.
Correct. So now.
Okay, got it.
Got it.
Okay.
See, only 1/12 of the portion embodies. It comes into the body.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
Okay. Right. So this is what happens. So 11 by 12 will sit here, 1 by 12 will come down.
Okay, now got it.
ठीक है,
So
चलो, आगे बढ़ो.
part of the
हाँ.
doer is us.
Correct,
Okay.
correct. We
A
will
portion
stop
of the
with this. Yeah.
Okay, a portion of the doer operates periodically in the physical world while it is in a flesh body. So that's what he's saying. If only a portion of the doer operates in the physical body. What that portion is in a flesh body, its interests are on the physical plane of the physical world, and it is ignorant of itself as the doer. It is earthbound and is conscious only as a human being. See, when we connect to our higher self, we connect to the other portions of the doer.
As well as the knower and thinker, right? All of it.
No, only through the doer.
Only through the doer.
This entire information is through the doer, because the doer, right, has to go through the three existences, which is, he needs to go through his
experiences,
survival, then he has to go through his relationships, and then he rises to spiritual being. Okay, he has to go through all this learning on this earth.
Okay.
जब तक ये सीख पूरा नहीं होगा तब तक वो सिर्फ ह्यूमन बीइंग के रोल में ही प्ले करेगा.
Got it. Okay.
That means chakra by chakra, his functionality has to rise.
Yeah.
Okay. At the human stage, the law of thought has the aspect of adjustment as destiny. At this stage of the doer's development, man can without much difficulty understand the constitution of the triune self and its relation to its intelligence, and something about the thinking and the nature and properties of a thought, and the generation, the course, the exteriorization, the results, and the adjustment of a thought.
Correct. So we stop here, ma'am, because I have to visit my neighbor who left his body.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, take care.
So we'll stop here.
Yeah.
And we will continue later.
Sure.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah.
Sorry for abruptly stopping this.
No,
Praying
No,
for
we
his
have to
soul.
take care of
Praying for his soul.
Praying for his soul. Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Please go ahead.
See you all.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah.